Okay, here we are at our campsite in Yukon. Campsite is Rock River. It's about the last, I think it's the last Yukon campsite on the Dempster Highway. So, what we're doing now, I got most of the stuff off the bike. I'll take a little bit more off. I'm doing some troubleshooting on the power system. I just used the meter to check my front point up here. And we got over 13 volts, so we definitely got power coming from the bike to here. These cables are looking kind of worn out inside, which would be reasonable for all the vibration they've been having. So that's one possibility. The cable itself failed, or the little adapter failed. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab another cable, plug it into one of those, and see if that thing is still working. This is all my gear on the table. So jacket, body armor, pants, empty bag, camera, cigarette lighter adapter, magic heat, which I haven't used, but I think I'll use some this morning. It's a little portable stove. Spare batteries. This is the plate I use when I'm parking. Haven't needed it as much lately because I still need the stick to park. I've got my owner's manual and a signal mirror. Use that if I'm lost, whatever. Chain loop stuff. Water bottles, another water bottle, more bottles. Got 3 cans of chili left, some protein bars, 6 cans of tuna left, and I've got a can of chicken noodle soup. I'm keeping odds and ends in the food bag just because they're easier to get at, usually. This is the ultraviolet water purifier. Rubber duck, my knife, other cigarette lighter, headlamp. Love the headlamp. You go to set up camp in the dark, this is the way to go. It's got the first setting is the middle one, which is incredibly bright, and then you go red for your night vision, which really does help, and then you got the little floodlights, and they actually kick pretty good light. It uses 3 AAA batteries. And if you don't just leave it on all the time, I don't think I've had to change batteries on it yet. My normal gloves, these are wet a couple days ago from the rain, so I pulled out my spares, and it's just one of those weird things, you get used to gloves and then it's hard to change. These really bugged me, so as soon as these are dry I put them back on, but these are almost as warm. They just don't have the same curve to them, I think, and the fingertips are a little weird. Fox boots, love the Fox boots. This bag is my camp gear. It mounts on the back. All the odds and ends you need for the actual camp. And over here is the tent. Sleeping bag. Love the sleeping bag. It's been working really well. It's nice and warm. Air mattress. Oh my god. Lifesaver. So that's that. The camouflage, the desert camouflage is what I store the air mattress in. And bag laundry in there. Ground cover. Another lifesaver. This I hadn't planned on. It's just a leftover piece of the black denier, which I used very little of actually, because I used that for the pants that I didn't bring. And so I had a bunch of it left, and it's the perfect size for the ground cover. I throw that down first. Usually what I do is I throw the ground cover down, inflate the air mattress, throw the sleeping bag down, then put the tent on top because the tent doesn't have a floor. Okay, so all of this and all of that go on the motorcycle, which is over here. Over here we've got this one is a bag of clothes. That's actually a GI surplus tool bag. It's a folding chair, which I have not used. There's the lid for the ammo can. Here's the ammo can. I unloaded a bunch of stuff just to redistribute, but what I've got left in here right now, I've got a chain and a spare set of sprockets and a big breaker bar. There's the laptop. Currently the laptop is running off of the inverter, which is underneath here at the moment. That doesn't mount there. Come back to that in a minute. Here's some tools. tools live in this front case up here. This top flap is for a water bottle, and then all the tools go in the zipper pouches, and the whole thing folds up nice and flat. Gas can is full right now. That normally will live up here when it's full. When it's empty, it goes back on the back. Spare tire tube for the front. More tools, same on this side. There's my can of soup on the bottom. Mount for the GPS. This thing's getting hammered on this road. It really bounces, and there's little teeth on the adjustment that you just can't tighten up anymore. So I'll probably end up gluing that. Kind of hate to do that because then it'll snap when it breaks. There's the camera, which is now charging. Yay. The cables that were back there, I figured out were the problem. So the way this is set up, this comes from the main battery assembly in the back. I've got an array of batteries back there, and then this goes to, this was part of an adapter that had cigarette lighter and USB, and I took it apart and just kept the USB parts. And so I got 2 USB ports there, and right now I'm charging the phone, which is here. It doesn't sit there usually, and the camera. And the keychain I got from Princess Auto, solar. Kind of cool. If nothing else, that's enough light for me to find the flashlight, and that's about all I really use that for. So the back box is where I keep the cameras and the computer stuff. So there's a camcorder charger for the camera I'm using now. I'll actually plug that in a minute. I'm wondering where this went. I haven't really used it much, but it's really bright. 4 AA batteries. That was a birthday present. Thanks, guys. Okay. Passport's in here. I'm going to need to keep that closer to me when I get to the border, so I'm going to keep that out for now. Spare odds and ends. Some more gum. Might be a USB cable in there. I'll take a look. Headphones and whatnot. Good. Okay, and a flash for my camera. And that's about it for that. But that's a lot of stuff for one little motorcycle. And if I was smart, I'd cut some more. But which one do you leave, right? Okay, back to work. I'm going to put the cigarette lighter adapters on now. So that's it for now.